Guys, LSU lost to Vanderbilt this weekend. Vander-freaking-Bilt, okay? Talk all you want about Diego Pavia, historic season, Vandy to the playoffs. Guys, I frankly don't particularly care, okay? This is LSU. It's one of 3 programs with 3 or more national champions since this BCS playoff era began, okay? You're in year 4 of the highest paid and biggest name coach at the time of hiring in program history. Every member of this team, whether it's back office, coaching staff, roster, player, quarterback, it's been hand selected by that head coach who's getting paid $10 million. 90% of that is fully guaranteed, which, by the way, is a different concept of whether or not it's a good idea to give 60-year-old men a 90% guaranteed 10-year contract. That's a whole conversation in and of itself. Guys, your program at this point, the accountability goes straight to the top. Your program is a reflection of your head ball coach. He's in charge of everything. Every decision he makes either comes from him or comes from a decision that he made for that person to make that decision. Don't tell me fan expectations are too high, guys. The bar has been set unreasonably low for a program like LSU. Some people argued Les Miles got fired too soon. He won a national championship. He went to another. I get it. Guys, we're not sniffing Les Miles' success right now. The bar is so low, it's make the top 12. When was the last time you had an LSU coach and you were sitting there saying, guys, let's look, can we just make the top 12 at the end of the year, please? Guys, the bar has never been set that low, yet here we are. LSU hasn't come close to that low bar in 4 seasons. I mean, look, Vanderbilt in this NIL era, yeah, sure. They can pay players and they're guys, they're still not close to competing with a program, the resources that a program like LSU has. Okay. Bama lost to Vanderbilt too. I get it. That was under year 1 of a new coach. And guess what? By year 2, a couple weeks ago, he kicked their ass. Guys, this is year 4 for BK. Winning a national championship is difficult. Takes a lot of luck. I concede that. Many of you get that as well. In fact, I would argue this is the most reasonable I've ever seen LSU fans getting, guys. That's where the bar has been set, though, because of what your coaches have done. I mean, you've got 3 consecutive coaches who've won a national championship at LSU, 2 of which never won anything outside of LSU. So again, that's why that bar was there, but we're being way more reasonable with Brian Kelly. We're like, well, you inherited a dumpster fire roster, it takes some time to build back. Oh, you did so great in your first year, man. Guys, we're talking about making the top 12 once in every 4 seasons. Okay. Well, once in his first 4 seasons, I should say. We're talking about a coach who is now 8-11 on the road in his first 4 seasons, regular season. Let's filter out the meaningless bowl games. Because, Zach, I don't know about you. I don't give a crap about whether you kicked Purdue's teeth in a bowl game where their coach was fired. Bowl games, they just don't mean anything. Guys, check this out. Zach, have you taken a look at who Brian Kelly's regular season wins on the road are?
That's my thing, man. Like, I think everybody wants to sit back and talk about the home record, which I completely understand. I mean,
it's great. It's good. It's good at home.
Stadium. But at the same time, when you look at the road wins that he has, I mean, Preston, you put it out. I wish you could pull it up.
I got it right here. I'm so glad you asked me to pull it up. I could pull it up right here. I'll read it right off the sheet. Those 8 wins, 5-7 Auburn, 6-7 Florida, 7-6 Arkansas, 5-7 Mississippi State, 7-6 Arkansas, 3-4 Clemson, 9-4 Clemson, a game where you got your butt whooped and you got lucky as hell to win. And frankly, the ref calls are a factor in that one. And, just timing, their quarterback got hit. You got really lucky to beat South Carolina last year. And guess what? The signature road win of the Brian Kelly era, I'm not taking this away because it is a great win, much better than it looked at the time, 11-2 Missouri, who went on to win the Sugar Bowl. That's it. That's your quality win. Those are your quality road wins. Outside of Tiger Stadium, guys, you're basically Kentucky, an SEC bottom feeder. That's what you are on the road. Every time you cannot beat a good football team if they don't come and play in front of 102,000 drunk, obnoxious Cajuns. It is ridiculous. Your losses during that stretch, guess who they include? 5-7 Texas A&M, 7-6 USC, 8-5 Florida, and now Vanderbilt with a clip of their offensive lineman going viral because he knocked the dog crap out of 2 linemen. Remember what used to happen in LSU plays when they played Vanderbilt? Your offensive lineman went viral for knocking out 2 players in 1 play. LSU away from Death Valley is a liability under BK, guys. Essentially, guys, I mean, to win a national championship, which should be the ultimate goal. I understand the first goal is make the playoffs. Guys, guess what? You're going to have to win 3 or more games away from Tiger Stadium. What about that list of those mundane 8 wins convinces you that you're going to get it done 3 straight times against top 10 teams? None of it convinces. You're 5-10 against top 25 teams. Your red zone scoring is 92nd in the country. You're 116 in running offense. Guys, are you telling me right now LSU isn't a program with top 12 resources? What tool does Brian Kelly lack to build a team that's ready to compete against good teams on the road? Time? No. You got hired in fall of 2021, boys. You've had time. Money? Nope. $20 million to rebuild this roster. You've got $2.5 million to hire a coordinator whenever you want, basically. Basically, if you say you need a coordinator really bad, LSU is willing to make that coordinator the highest paid coach in football. Not just college football. They probably are, if you look at the top paid NFL coordinators, probably right up there near the top. Talent base? Try again. You've got Louisiana, which is a hotbed of talent. Coaching continuity, you've had these guys in place for a long time now. You've been here 4 years. Both your coordinators returned. Don't tell me it's about, well, we've got a new some going on. Your worst unit, your offensive line, and Brad Davis' unit is the weakest on the team. Fan base? No, guys, look at the home stadium. Back office, program history, you name it, guys. LSU's among the best, at least top 15 in just about any resource you could ask for. Guys, look, it's very possible this loss to Vanderbilt could signify the beginning of the end for the Brian Kelly era. I'm not lobbying for it. I'm just telling you realistically, this feels like that. Now, I've had moments where it was wrong. I thought the loss to Troy for Ed Ogeron was going to be the beginning of the end for him and probably a lot of people. This is the most heated the program has been since you lost to Troy, okay? It could signify things like that, right? But I'll say this, it'll require a Herculean effort to rebound for Brian Kelly. Right now, guys, you're staring 7-5 directly in the face. On a roster built to win now, you've got 16 players with starts on this team that are either seniors or juniors very likely to go to the NFL. I'm talking Aaron Anderson. I'm talking Whit Weeks. I'm talking Harold Perkins. Oh, by the way, he played nothing like a player that should be considering the NFL this weekend, but he is technically in that list. Making things worse, guys, you know what the signature of this Brian Kelly era it basically is? The signature move, it's 1 step forward, 2 steps back. We saw that this weekend. The offense finally clicks, and your defense got bullied. They scored on 5 of the first 6 drives. The average drive was basically 9 plays, 50 yards, a score, and 5.5 minutes milked off the clocks. Fan support and belief at this coach is at an all-time low. Now boosters and investors, fans have a decision to make. Invest another $20 million on the roster, which, by the way, you have to completely build from scratch for next year. I mean, the roster's getting nuked. It's not because the coaches have done anything wrong, roster, man. It's just it's a veteran team, and you went to the portal, brought a bunch of veterans in. Now you got to do something about it. Guys, there's no more excuses for Brian Kelly at this point. Everything is in front of him to prove him wrong. I believe this 85 is good enough to compete for the playoffs. And I think this 85 actually is good enough to beat everybody on your schedule. Prove me wrong, Brian Kelly. Go run the table and look competent when you get there in the playoffs. I believe it is good enough. And if you don't, good luck rebuilding this team and offensive staff next year with zero faith and confidence from your fan base and your boosters and your administration.